Hey, what's going on YouTube? Got a number of videos, a number of messages asking me about palm rolling the lock from beginning to end. And a lot of people, sometimes they have to palm roll from beginning to end if that lock was not properly maintained, twisted, or taken care of in a longer period of time. Like this young lady I have here, her locks are long, and you see that they don't have to be palm rolled from root to stem because over time the hair has been properly shafted into the body of this lock so that it'll be uniform, it will be neat, the right products are used, and different things will happen inside of that hair and with the hair. A lot of those harder products that are just making the hair like extra crispy, they will make the hair frizzy. Yes, it will lock over time, but it will also have I'm caught up there. It will also have like a hardening effect to your lock, which will make those little hairs stick out, which will make it really, really frizzy, which will make a whole bunch of things go on, and then you're adding creams and different things to that lock just to make those hairs lay down. You're adding more weight on top of something that could be brittle, could be dry, could be in a bad, very, very, very bad position, which is not good. Snatching it really, really hard is not going to make it even better. Because check this out. I have a lock that's this long. Now look at this base. This is not thinning. This is strong all the way from root to end. Now if this little bitty lock can hang on this long all these years, then I know a lot bigger than that, twice that size can. That's just keeping lighter products, making sure the hair is moisturized, making sure that it's flexible, making sure that you're not just snatching on it, being aware of the elasticity of the hair, which is the rubber band effect, and different things. Even if you color, make sure that you shampoo and condition properly. Do not just throw in a drying shampoo and don't condition that hair. You will feel a different result to what's going on. And over time, I guarantee you, you would not like what's happening. So, for those that are taking the lock and having to go all the way down and just keep doing this all the way down from beginning to end, one, you've made this extra tight. Two, all of this should have already been in there already. That should have already been into place. I can do this, and you still don't see nothing coming up on this lock. That's how it's supposed to be, pretty much just by maintaining it on a good basis, pretty much. You're fine. Another thing that I see people that are doing is they're growing, and they're not keeping the weight balance on that hair. Like they just smash them into ponytails, and all of those edges are loosening. Again, you have this handful of locks, all of this, and check out these edges. Nothing is breaking, nothing is loosening. And I'm going to also be honest, I don't mean to put her business in the street. She colors. And this hair looks awesome. You would have never known. Never ever. And that's a good thing. Because that means great products, great conditioning, and balancing back out that hair. That's all that's necessary. When I go through and make this hair up, I don't have a bunch of tangles, or pullbacks, or anything. And all of those things are highly necessary for locking the hair. It can cause more issues. Cutting them all the time, or clipping at all these little hairs all the time, that can thin the lock base out. You gotta make the lock pop off too. I'm trying to think of some other stuff that I've seen. Braiding your locks. Braiding is cool, but you don't have to kill them. Now I see a lot of guys get their locks braided, and they kill it. Like the braids be so tight, you can see the scalp puckering. Don't braid your locks that tight. If you're gonna braid them, do a loose braid, Not too loose to where it's flopping and sloppy, but loose enough to where you're comfortable with what's going on and what you're doing. And over time, that will snatch the hair out. A lot of this weight that you guys are putting on the hair, you're not understanding that adding products to that will make it heavier. Different jewels and different things you're putting in, different ponytails, especially if you have more than 5 years of growth without any cutting, without any breakage, and it's like a real good consistent growth. Be mindful of that weight balance. It's highly necessary. Highly necessary. There are some products that I've heard of, like some people were asking me about. I did a little research on them, and a good portion of them are still souffles, still butters, and all of that other stuff. So I really don't find them prevalent at all. Good shampoo lines to use for those people that were asking about a shampoo. I use Design Essentials because I find it to have really great things from a professional point of view for me. But over the counter, something you can purchase, I've seen Cream of Nature have a really good moisturizer. Dark and Lovely had a really good moisturizing shampoo. But the moisturizer shampoo is not all you need. You need a cleansing shampoo. And I don't mean VO5, I don't mean Suave, and I don't mean anything that costs $2. You need a good cleansing shampoo that you can get in, cleanse this hair really good, see the effects of it being clean, and then go back with your super moisturizer, and after that go back in with your high moisturizing conditioner. But that cleansing shampoo is the first step, and that's not your only step. Make sure that you are not only just using the cleansing moisturizer. Make sure that when you do your maintenance, that you also just not snatching, your minimal twist, how to twist, what the scalp needs to look like, the comfort zone of the client. All of those things should be factored in to what you're doing and how you're doing it. If you're not really quick yet, I wouldn't really just try to work on quickness. If you're not sufficient with even twisting or maintaining or even starting the slop, because over time, again, you're waking up on your pillow right next to you, looking like little worms. No good. So I can get the speed thing done. That's cool. Make it happen. But you guys focus more on just cultivating those heart to hair ratio and using the products. I had someone ask me the other day, what's a good style I can wear if I want to go swimming? I think that style should be something like braided, put it up, twist it, because you're going to get chlorine in your hair. And I know you're going to want to shampoo it out. After getting out of the water, I would do a good, but only one of these this time. Do one good drying, cleansing shampoo, then I would do 3 moisturizing, because the chlorine will get in your hair and dry it out already. That's a chemical, and you don't want to mix too many drying chemicals together. That'll really take all the oils and different moisturizers out of your hair. So I would do 1 cleansing and like 3 super moisturizing shampoos, and I would do a deep conditioner, in which a deep conditioner is necessary at least once a month. So when my clients come in, they all get a really good stimulating conditioner. Trying to think really quickly also about something else somebody asked me about touching bases. My mind is all over the place this morning. Let's see. I'll go to my messages real quick. Let me see. Mandela Love, you were the one that asked me about twisting from top to bottom because of those frizzy hairs. Yes, I talked about that because of you. The drying could be an issue. Which 9 times out of 10 that is an issue. That dry hair just not work. So try that. Try moisturizing a little more, and you should be all right. Let me see if I can find one more real quick. Ghetto Sensation wanted to know, do I interlock, and what's my method? I do interlock. I interlock with a safety pin, and the method I use that I've seen that work very well is, I call it the north, south, east, west, north, south, east, west method, in which I go through the lock, starting from the north, taking it down from the west, the east, taking it west, taking it back up, and then my last one is back down, making sure that the lock placement is still like if I were twisting, laying back flat, flush to the head. Not too flat, but flat enough to where, give a decent look. People are not looking at you, judging your book by its cover, because folks don't do that regardless. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about right now. Touching on that little bit of stuff. Questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, hit me up. You know how to get in touch with me. I'm grateful that you guys at this point of all learning different things and cultivating different ways into your life, and not just using what you think is out there for just whatever. I'm grateful that I can offer you the information. So check me out for more. I'll post a little bit later. Peace. Alright. And check out Chubby. Hey, what's going on? Thank you. Chubby got a little dress on today, trying to look like a lady. She is such whatever. Anyway. Oh, you come to talk trash?
Yeah, I want to talk to the person who called me a hoe. That's what I'm going to talk to. That's not what's up. I'm about that hoe don't look happy. I look busy. That's what I look. I'm always happy. Okay? I'll get you straight. And I'm out.
I don't know what just happened. But no, Shanada wanted to know about two-strand twisting. She started her hair with two-strand twist extensions, and she can still see the twist pattern is not lessening if it's extension hair. But I started my mom's locks with two-strand twist, and it's not fully locked the entire way down with no twist pattern in sight. So please let her know what's the best thing to do. I really don't start locks with two-strand twist at all. Because again, you never really lose those patterns, those ridges that you put into the hair. I just use a single coiling, which I found to be the best and work better for you. Over time, it gives you that nice round cylinder shape that we all have seen and grown familiar to. A lot of times that people are doing the two-strand twist extension is because of maybe the monetary value of the lock extension, but they still want that longer hair. They don't want to just start from the newbies. But the best thing I can tell you is that over time, from my learning, is that no extensions pretty much just give you that look that your natural hair is going to give you. Now, yes, you can get the extension and have long hair, but it's never going to look just like this. That extension will never give you this, never ever. And it's just a reality. So what I do is I always advise my clients, even when just cutting off a relaxer or a guy telling me he wants to just start, my first thing that I let them know is be patient. This is going to require some time. It's going to require some information on your behalf, some research, some understanding, some placement, some value, a whole lot of things. A lot of people associate it with a journey, which I think is good. If that helps you relax to the mindset of what you're doing and what's going on, that's necessary. If you can stress, no stress, and be dealing with this hair, pulling this hair every day, trying to get this hair to grow in your mind and be comfortable to what you think it should be, and it'll fall right out on you. So, I would say be very, very, very patient. Be very mindful of your products. Make sure that you are putting the right things into the hair, and you would have what's necessary over time. Every 30 days, the hair grows at half an inch to an inch. Now, that means in a year's time, you will grow a foot if it's taken care of properly. Every day you are shedding 100 hairs normally if you have a head full of consistent black hairs. If you have any other color hair, then you may shed more, you may shed less, just depending on your scalp condition. Um, a lot of thinning, it I think comes from that people are just so nervous about what their hair is doing, or putting a bunch of stuff. Like one guy called me one night and told me that when his hot locks have those frizzy ends, he goes out and get a cream and just lace the whole lock with the cream. Well, you just put more stuff in there on top of those frizziness, and then you were thinning, and so that's just it's just back to back to back to back to back issues. It's like a side effect of a medicine. Sometimes it hits you good, sometimes it just takes you worse. But what I've learned with this and hair is that hair is going to rejuvenate itself like a plant on its own. These products are out there just help with the rejuvenation and making things a little quicker, so that your body doesn't have to work so hard, but you still just don't have to use too much of it. You can still just find the right amount, find the right balance, and you can make it work. Is this too tough for you? Is this too tough?
Well, not really, but this is one there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But just make sure that you just find the balance. Pretty much my whole thought for this video, balance it out. So check me out for later. Signing out. Don't call Choppy any more hoes.